A lot of things in life don't happen the way you want them to. What you think in your head is not always what happens in the real life. You could always worry, you could always think about all the possible outcomes you could possibly imagine, but you're going to be wrong 90% of the time. And overthinking everything usually is just a problem that you need to fix. As an overthinker myself, I used to struggle a lot with talking to anyone. I used to struggle getting anything done. I used to struggle putting in the work because I would always think the best way to do it, the best possible way to do it so I could achieve the best possible outcome. But I wasn't doing anything. And how are you going to achieve anything without doing anything? Just overthinking is not going to let you do whatever task you need to do whatever mission you need to accomplish. You won't take any action if you're just thinking. I'm going to cover a few points here that really helped me out as an overthinker. The first one I got from Hamza himself is to use your notes app for ideas for anything. And you could just jot down. See, when you're always thinking, you waste a lot of energy. And this energy you could be using in a lot of different places. For work, for exercise, for anything, you need energy. And if you're always thinking, you're going to be wasting the energy you need. You waste your brain power, your brain points. And a good way to minimize the energy you're using thinking is to not think those thoughts. And as an overthinker, I understand that that's going to be difficult. But using the notes app on your phone to just jot down every single thought you have, it could be an idea, it could be just reminders about a future event. It could be anything that's just on your mind. And this will remove that thought from your head temporarily and give you more energy and more thought into everything you're doing in the present. Writing things down in general. You could journal in paper. You could write down on the notes of the app on the phone. Writing things down in general calms the mind and helps you enjoy the present. You don't always want to be thinking. You want to be enjoying life. You want to be in the present, doing whatever work you need to do and not think about the future or past even. See, sometimes it's nice to think about the future and get things done ahead of time. But most of the time, you're just going to keep thinking about something that's not within your control. And I'm not saying thinking is bad. I'm saying overthinking is bad. All the smartest people alive, they had those deep thoughts. They got them all these crazy inventions, all these motivational speeches. Everything about it came through thinking, of course. But just overthinking everything and worrying about everything is not the same. And what I mean by this is critical thinking works differently than just overthinking. Overthinking usually plays off your fears versus using your strengths. When you actually give yourself the time to think critically, and you can't think critically all day, it just takes too much energy and too much concentration, which you don't have all day because you could be occupied with work, you could be occupied with school, and even just occupied with people around you. But there are points when you have those critical thinking moments. When you're on your own, it could be when you're in nature, whatever the case is. That's the time you need to be thinking. That's the time you should jot down every idea and every single thought you have down. Because half of the day, you don't have that energy. Half of the day, you just want to relax. Half of the day, you just need to work. And that's how it goes usually. The second point I want to say is to not think about other people's thoughts. And what I mean by this is usually when you're an overthinker, you could be also an introvert. And most of the time you have this fear of other people judging you. But you see, thinking about their own thoughts, now let me rephrase it this way. If you always think they're going to be mean towards you, you're judging them and automatically assuming they're a mean person when you don't even know what's going on in their head or what their thoughts are. So in the end, your fear of other people judging you, you're actually just judging them as a mean person automatically. So what if you automatically assume then that those people are thinking nice thoughts about you? Instead of, oh, this guy looks stupid doing this. This guy looks pretty cool doing this, Something like that, as simple as that. Just think that people are always thinking nicely of you instead of judging you. Because you don't want to judge people and assume they're a mean person. But instead, think of everyone as a whole, as a community, supporting each other. I hope this makes sense. And the last point I want to say, as an overthinker myself, is to just let Jesus guide you. Now, I understand you might not be religious. You might not believe in the Lord. But let me assure you that when I started praying, when I started letting Jesus into my life, my mind became a lot calmer. Bad things turned into good things. And my worries just slowly disappeared. Honestly, my life got way, way better just by praying to the Lord and acknowledging Him in my life. What I like to do, just to let Jesus into my life and guide me, is pray with Him every single night. Develop a relationship between you and the Lord, because He loves you and He will have you live the happiest life you could possibly live. He will teach you all the different struggles so you could become strong and help the weak. I don't care what religion you support. Just understand that Jesus Christ loves all, and that Jesus Christ is the one and only truth. A simple practice you could also do is meditation, to just calm the mind and to calm all the thoughts you're having. You could do this on a nature walk. You could do this in your room, just in quiet peace. You could do this listening to music. You could do it to anything. Meditation is not a practice. Meditation is a form of yourself. You can meditate talking to someone. You can meditate going on a walk. You can meditate anytime, anywhere. I say it's not a practice, but the more you practice it, the more you understand what it actually is. If you're overthinking, you're always worrying about something. But worrying never really helps you. So just have faith in yourself. Have faith in the people around you. Have faith in the Lord. Have faith in everything. And truly believe that the life you're going to live will be the best life you've ever wanted to live. Yes, there's evil. But do good, and good will come to you.